Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. Still watching Hurricane Tammy. By the way, we had that Invest 95 yesterday that quickly became a depression and has since basically dissipated, worked its way on shore, and that's the end of that one. So we're still going to watch Hurricane Tammy. And as you look at this is the satellite with the wind shear overlaid on top of it, so you can really get an idea what's going on. So here's the system down here, and then look at all the cloud cover just being sheared off and pushed on to the northeast. That is the jet stream right through there. Very strong winds in the atmosphere, just helping to carry off a lot of the cloud cover. So you can tell what's happening with this system and what's going to happen over the next couple of days. As this continues to work its way to the north, it's going to start to work its way into that stronger wind, and that is going to weaken this system over the next several days. The big question really is, how quickly does it weaken, and then where does it go? What is left of this system, it will still have some strong gusty winds to it, and the models are still kind of struggling with this. Even though we're starting to see a little bit more consensus, we still have a ways to go with this one. This is not a clear-cut case of forecasting on this one. So right now, winds are at 75 miles an hour. It's currently moving to the northeast at 8 miles an hour. So as you look at this forecast track, that general idea, it is going to weaken, and then you see this curve back towards Bermuda. Now it is weakening, but still you're talking 50, 60 mile an hour winds approaching, and then expecting it to weaken even more as we get into Sunday, down to about 45 miles an hour. So still some gusty winds with this. Then the question is, does it take a turn like this? How close does it get to Bermuda? Because remember, you still have a large area of air, that cone of uncertainty. And then some of the models still insisting this is going to work its way towards Bermuda, kind of hang out, and then race on towards the northeast. And it does look like, at least all the models indicate, eventually it will head to the northeast. It's just really a matter of when. So here's a look at the various computer models. And again, you see that kink towards the northwest and eventually towards the west, getting pretty close to Bermuda. But yesterday we had a camp of models that were basically taking it right over Bermuda. You're kind of seeing that back off a little bit, and then everything just kind of eventually works its way on towards the northeast. So you're seeing maybe a little bit more consensus, but there's still a lot of question in there. And then when you look at the European ensembles, kind of gives you an idea of why there's still this uncertainty, because you see that turn and then they just go all over the place. So there's still a lot of uncertainty. At least the good news is that at this point, as it works its way towards the west and the northwest over towards Bermuda, we would be talking about a much weaker system at that point, with winds only about 45 miles an hour. So what we can say in this short term, it will work its way on towards the north and east, and it does look like it will make that turn back towards Bermuda that we see with both the European and the GFS. And then the question will be after that point. But at that point, we're talking about into the weekend, so we still have a ways to go with this system, and we'll continue to watch this, and we'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.